They got audio and video? Hey guys, do I have audio and video? Test, test, test. Testing audio and video. Hey Lloyd, do I have audio and video working? Yes, thank you guys. My phone overheated and shut off, so it's pretty hot out right here right now. I didn't realize that happened pretty fast. Right when my phone overheated, a fight broke out. I'm just gonna get ready to go up and talk to this guy that was the center of it. I heard him saying that he had had a few cocktails, so go talk to him in just a second. All right.
Yeah. More hard feelings. Nothing. Are you kidding? You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
To be just hang out and talk and dialogue and things like that. That's what you want to do. You know. So you have that opportunity now.
Hey, bud. I've been live
people.
streaming. I've been documenting the riots. My phone had shut down when that happened. Can you tell the audience what just happened?
Oh, it's like, you know, I came up here and like supported this and that, the police especially, and
So now the only thing you have to do
I
is
said a couple of wrong things.
Yeah.
just tell them you drank too much.
And
Yeah, I heard you said you had a couple cocktails, so you were apologizing for getting a little rowdy.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
He's being interviewed. Let him talk.
What happened? I saw people laid hands on you.
Yeah, they put a really nice chokehold on me, and then they did this.
Yeah, and I saw your glasses got broke,
But it's no big deal.
you seem like you made up with everybody. Was it just a misunderstanding, or what happened?
Well, you know, I didn't know what to expect when I came up here.
Yeah?
So, I mean, everybody's going to have this opinion and that opinion and stuff like that. I'm an old school, well, I'm old, but I'm old school too. And, you know, the old people have their, you know, especially, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. It's
Traditions?
Traditions and values and, you know, history and beliefs.
Yeah?
And stuff. So, you know, it's almost like, no, that's okay. It's fine. I get these all the time, especially when I'm out cutting blackberries. So we just like kind of protecting our turf, so to speak.
Yeah?
And don't like things to change.
Uh-huh.
Because we're older and that's the way we think.
Yeah?
But on the other hand, the other hand is that this violence and stuff in Portland and all the major cities.
Yes, sir?
We just don't understand that.
Yeah?
We just do not understand that.
Yeah.
So, and these guys aren't violent here.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything.
What happened to where you ended up getting in a physical
I started
scuffle?
arguing with him, and then
Yeah?
and I probably shouldn't have, because everything else was probably going okay.
Yeah, what kind of stuff were you saying that made people upset?
I don't know.
Yeah? All right.
Nothing much.
We all have the same beliefs.
Yeah.
You feeling okay though?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there was a real nice chokehold put on me.
Yeah.
I really
It's
envy that.
It was
Yeah.
to stop you though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Push it on them with your hand. I don't want to hurt you by pushing
fine.
to us.
You doing okay now though?
Oh sure.
You had enough water to drink and everything?
Oh yeah, and then these guys here are really nice people.
Yeah.
And stuff.
So I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm hearing that maybe it was a misunderstanding.
Probably on my part, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Don't cut that out.
What'd you say?
Don't cut it out. Be honest.
My phone actually overheated and died, and I didn't get any of it on my stream.
Let's see. So you're still recording though?
I restarted it while that whole scuffle was going down. I was doing a live stream, and my phone shut down. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I separated it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Were you gonna chokehold guy?
Well, so the older guy seems a little confused right now. I'm gonna go ask somebody else what happened. The guy he's talking to right now, I don't know. He was while you're off screen, I was trying to tell him to calm down because he was kind of getting in the teenagers' faces. Granted, the teenagers are acting like teenagers, but still, like, if you're a grown man, you can't get aggressive in a teenager's face and intimidate them. So I don't know if you saw that on any of the other streams, but I'm gonna go try and see if I can talk to somebody. I think this guy was part of that. Oh, the Portland Proud Boys. Hey, bud. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm VillainPhoenix. I've been documenting riots for a while. I think I saw you part of that scuffle. Do you know what happened? My live stream, my phone overheated. I didn't get to catch it all.
Yes, I do.
Can you tell the audience what happened there?
No, I have no idea who you are.
I've been documenting. I'm associated with Common Sense Conservative, and I'm in a media group in Portland. I've been documenting the riots. Hey, does anybody in this crowd know who VillainPhoenix is?
Yes.
Can you vouch for me?
Still not talking to you, sorry.
Right. Yeah, that's me. I met you at a couple of rallies in Portland. Do you know Common Sense Conservative behind you?
Yes.
So, all right, we got to vouch there. So,
I'm still not talking to you.
okay, all right. Did you see what happened with the scuffle there? I was trying to get the story on what happened. My phone was overheating, and I was trying to fix my phone.
Yeah, he got a little bit too. What are you doing with him? You want to talk to him?
Okay.
He got a little
All
bit
right.
too aggressive, so they pulled him away from the main group so he wouldn't cause any harm, and he just basically calmed him down.
Yeah.
It was mainly just to separate him from.
I tried to get the story from his perspective. He had admitted he's had a couple drinks, and he seemed a little confused to me, and I didn't really get the straight story. But what was he just shouting at people, or what was going on?
Shouting, he was getting physical, and he was getting shovey, and they just said enough, and they pulled him away from the group.
Huh? Do you know why he was shoving people?
That I do not know.
Yeah.
I caught behind him.
Kind of.
I saw the physical altercations. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for talking to me.
I would ask both these guys can
Okay.
You pushed several guys.
I talked to him. He seems pretty confused.
So I was trying to get
I just not lay a finger on you until you put your arm on me.
Oh, you okay?
But yeah, one thing leads to another, and it escalates. And the whole point is, I guess when we get down to where the rubber meets the road, is we want to de-escalate those situations at any point and any time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be heated. You bring it to a climax. You can get as volatile as necessary to be heard if that's what you're trying to do. But when you start putting hands on other people, then it causes offense. You violated, a person's body, and they have a right to defend their own personal. But my body, my choice. That one, my body, my choice. You don't have the choice with your hands. And then so the guys tried to, as best as possible, because you were a little bit loose, and the adrenaline, whatever was going on, needed to be the heat, and there was a lot of things that were taking place. So it was best to bring you to the shade, because if you notice, you were brought to the shade, then you were given water, to make sure you were all right, to make sure everything was cool and everybody was cool. Because the last thing we want to see is anybody, no matter what your opinion is, where your world leads you, we don't have to have hate in our hearts. We don't have to have that kind of where we have to burn, loot, or murder. We don't have to do those things.
I mean, it's not like it's downtown Portland.
No. But you almost made it downtown Portland, and that.
Well, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, I know, but that's the intensity, because we're influenced by the media. These guys' videos, everybody's influenced by all these videos. So when you bring that element in, it reminds everybody that's watched all these viral videos about that it's Portland, and all of a sudden they get nervous.
Because I've watched so much of that.
You were like the politics of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
You made everybody nervous on maybe some things that might not necessarily happen.
Because
you're
watching the Mockingbird media.
You should talk to us first before you. Did he make you nervous, sir?
Yeah.
I don't really get nervous.
You don't get nervous? So he didn't make you nervous?
I get butterflies. I know, man. That's not even. I can't even comprehend that word. You just said nervous. I'm going. I didn't even go in there.
Hey, you said everybody, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, so for those of you guys that tuned in, it's pretty hot out here. My phone overheated. That's why the stream died. This gentleman here in the tank top, I just talked to him. He got in a physical scuffle. Everybody grabbed him. These guys in the black shirts here, I haven't really talked to them too much. It says Portland Proud Boys. They've got hats and sunglasses and shirts and bandanas, kind of uniforms.
The flipism is.
This guy seems like he's maybe a leader of this group, so I'm going to talk to him here a minute.
That's my flip Todd. You gotta look into it. Anyway, the timid become brave when they see the brave become courageous. Say that. The timid become brave when they see the brave become courageous. It is a tongue twister. Yeah. So they see people that made neither am I. I'm old boomer. I'm done. I want a rocking chair. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired. Are you kidding me? I am tired of this crap.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hi.
I don't know if you follow me on internet at all. I've been documenting the riots for a couple months. I'm VillainPhoenix on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm live right now. I was kind of wanting to ask you what happened just now. I tried to ask him, but couldn't get a complete clear story. He got kind of tussled a little bit, kind of tossed him one for a second, you know?
Well, as an observer, because I was standing right there,
okay,
and when the conversation started, and it got a little heated, and it was brought to a crescendo, to almost a climax, and whatever that was said, because, what is your name again, sir? Jack. Jack he saw everything that was going on, felt the energy. To him, it was negative energy, apparently. And so he came to confront that energy as a very courageous man, because it takes a lot of courage to come into where you see, I don't know, there's 75 people here. And so anyway, he came in and what he saw, he chose some, we just happened to be standing there, so we were the first target, and he wanted to talk about it, and it escalated in the conversation. And whatever was said got offended, and Jack got a little heated, and it got just as some people like some people talk with their hands, or some people are touching. You know, you go, hey bro, what's going on? You know, just like Black Rebel downtown.
So I was gonna say that. Yep.
You know, hey bro, what's going on? One of the common sense guys or something got stabbed because he just put his arm around going, hey, why you following me? Well, you know, some people take offense to those kind of things. Well, when he went and put hands on a guy, it got aggressive and he got offended.
Okay.
You know? And so to de-escalate, because when aggression creates more aggression, violence begets violence. So the best thing to do, and some of the things that the Proud Boys do very well, not only we'd like to de-escalate a situation as quickly as possible. Right. And not to hurt, just to remove that person from doing bodily harm to anyone. Because the whole point is we want to be able to freely speak without the threat of bodily harm, without the threat of violence. That's all we're asking for. To be able to have a belief without the threat of violence.
All right.
And that's all the Proud Boys. We wouldn't even exist if there wasn't a violent takeover of the right to walk. I can't walk down the street of Portland, Oregon as a Proud Boy without the threat of violence. I should be able to do that.
Yeah, you should.
You know, you can cuss at me, spit at me, or whatever. Maybe don't spit at me because that's not cool. But you know what I mean. You should be able to you can verbally do it, you know, peaceful protesting. You don't have to assault me.
Yeah.
You know, the kingdom of God suffers violent, and the violent take it by force. If you push people too far, too long, they're going to become violent. And you don't want that. Nobody wants that.
All right.
I've never wanted that.
Thank you for telling me about the escalation. I wasn't quite sure what was happening.
It's good.
Yeah,
guy, man.
he says everything's all.
He was heated, and he did the right thing, and he's not offended that he got his saved life. You know, from bodily harm could have been done, because you know how if you watch other videos, if Black Lives Matter people or whatever, you know, you see they would just kick him when he's down.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a mosh pit.
Yeah.
What we did, we're like a peace love mosh pit. You know, you pull the guy, put him back up on his feet.
Yeah.
Let's talk some sense into a person.
Yeah, I can
Nobody
confirm
wants
that. I saw it happen. You guys separated him from the crowd, and then you calmed him down.
And then talked about it.
I didn't see any punches or anything.
No.
It was a little bit of scuffle, just trying to control him. But
Right.
so let me ask you. I've been doing interviews, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can. Everybody's biased, so I don't really know too much about the Proud Boys. I know it was originally had something to do with Gavin McInnes. I know they have some very, very bad press. The left and the Antifa guys think you guys are literal Nazis. From what I see here so far, things have been peaceful. There was a misunderstanding. First off, Can I ask your name or what you like to be called by? And just to make sure that I already said I am live streaming right now.
I've been to talks.
All right.
It's no.
And you're Flip Todd.
I am Flip Todd.
Okay.
I am.
Can you tell me what the Proud Boys are?
Yeah, I actually can. The Proud Boys are a Western chauvinist. You know, these are words that people come unhinged about. Western chauvinist means we love our country, national pride.
All right.
So it's guys that love this country. We love this country. So when you hear us say that we believe that the Western culture has offered to more of the world than anybody, the industrial in 1908. You know, we offered this world. The Western culture has blessed the world, and we believe that. You know, so that's one of the things that the Proud Boys stand for. Another thing is we believe in making families. We believe in raising that we want male and female to join in families to venerate the house. Venerate is another word that has been destroyed. You know, that doesn't mean anything dirty or misogynist. It means to take the person that you love and to glorify them, to lift them up, to put them in a place of equality. And that's what we're doing, you know, and that's same for Proud Boys. We have gay members, we have black members, Latino members, Asian members. If you don't know about the Proud Boys, then you're really not learning about the Proud Boys. And anytime that we've been present anywhere, most people have never heard one until they meet one, and then when they meet one, you either hate us or you love us. You know, we don't really give any middle ground. We're just men that wanted to get together and to go have a drink together and be able to talk without being shamed or chastised or belittled just because we believe a certain way. You know, that we want to see some of the traditions of America to remain.
All right.
You know, it has nothing to do with supremacy or racism. It has none of it. We want to see limited government. We are anti the legalized drugs. Well, most of our guys. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling like Joe Biden.
That's okay, man.
Because I'm not good on camera.
No, you're doing good. You're good. Everybody gets.
So anyway, you asked a lot about the Proud Boys.
Let me ask you some questions real quick. So you addressed these questions already, some of them, but I want to be try to be unbiased, and I want the actual answers on the accusations against you guys. So are you guys white supremacists?
No, we are not white supremacists.
Okay. Are you guys? You said you spoke on your beliefs about family and heterosexuality. Are you guys hateful or harmful towards LGBT people?
No, we are not. Actually, we embrace. As long as you were born a male, you can become a Proud Boy.
Okay.
You have to be a born a male. What your sexual preferences isn't our business.
What does that mean? Would you let a woman, or would you let a man that was born a male that lives as a woman? Can they be a Proud Boy?
Sorry, repeat that question.
A man that was born a man, so a male person, but that lives their life as a woman.
No, you have to have a penis.
Okay, all right, okay.
Okay, you know, that will offend some, you know, I mean, everybody has something in their beliefs, you know, like BLM, you know, they call themselves militant Marxists, you know, from Patriot colors.
Okay.
You know, the founder of that. So everybody has their little things that might not become, yes, to be in our men's fraternity as a Proud Boys, you do have to have a penis.
Okay. And then what about tolerance?
And you can't have one added on.
What about tolerance and fascism? Do you demand that everybody conform to your?
We are anti-fascist.
Do you? But okay.
But the true anti-fascist movement, Antifa, as they're known, are the true fascists in our minds. In the Proud Boys' minds, because we're talking about Proud Boys, so I don't want to speak for other Patriot groups and stuff. But in the Proud Boys' mind, they are the true fascists.
Okay.
Because they try to limit your speech, they try to limit your platform, they try to limit what you're saying. They think it's hate without actually looking in or actually recognizing. We don't hate gays. We don't hate the LGBT. We don't hate gays. We don't hate the LGBT. We don't hate freedom of speech. You know, everything that they're trying to take away, even from us, that's what we hate.
All right.
That's what we hate.
So just so I can rephrase that and get a clear take on it.
Yeah.
Do you believe that everybody should live their own lives freely, even if they disagree with your beliefs?
More self-governed in a lot of ways.
Okay.
I believe that the Proud Boys do as a whole believe that there should be a limited government. You know, we need to reduce the size of the government because it's gotten out of hand. There are some things, even with my enemy, I should be able to sit down at a table and negotiate.
Yeah.
I should be able to sit down with those that hate me, that want to see my death. You know, the Bible says that I prepare a table in the presence of my enemies, meaning you can sit down. You should be able to communicate. If they can do it in world peace talks, There's no reason Antifa and motherfuckers like the BLM organization, this stuff can't sit down and try to chill this shit out, because it ain't gonna happen. Because what you're seeing here is happening all over the place. People have had enough, and there's a bigger majority than what anybody understands. We're not gonna settle for it.
So,
Sorry,
what about, are
that
there,
was my rant.
no, thank you. You get some hot takes. People want to hear from the mouth of everybody. People want to hear from the Proud Boys straight.
I'm only individual spokesman. You,
So-
you understand that?
Are-
I'm only an individual spokesman.
True. Are
I
there
am an
are there
ambassador
factions
for
of Proud Boys that are gone off the rails from what you're talking
Sure,
about?
we have
'Cause I heard about arrests in New York of Proud
We
Boys.
do have Proud Boys that have been arrested for unfair arrests, and it does cause. It is hard. It's bittersweet to support those that have persecuted you.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where we take the higher road. The higher road for the Proud Boys is, yes, we have been persecuted by the judicial system. We have been persecuted by police. We have those things, but you know what? Within that, we don't judge them all. We have individual relationships. We support them. We need law and order. Proud Boys like to drink White Claw, so we have a joke that we say, we demand claw and order.
Claw and order?
Claw and order. No, we want law and order. We want.
So-
Does the police department need reform? Absolutely.
All right.
Everything that is too big or too militarized or too gives us the lack of ability to use our Second Amendment.
So
Okay?
I've seen basically three opinions on Proud Boys from what I've heard. One
yeah,
is
we have
it
guys
says
who-
they're all perfectly good and they're saints and they just like to get together and drink
not
it.
saints at all.
And then another group says they're all fascists and they're all horrible. And I've heard a third group say that most of the Proud Boys are actually good and they just want to live their lives and fight for freedom. But there are some factions that are just out, have become looking for fights. Is that true?
We even have, I think in any, it doesn't matter what group.
Yeah.
In the Girl Scouts, you have militant Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
You know, you can watch stupid little Hollywood movies.
All right.
You know, but you always have that one Karen in the group.
So there are some
Or
Proud
those
Boys
that
just
have
causing
big
problems?
egos.
Yeah.
Tell me which group, tell me which church, tell me which organization.
Yeah.
Even Antifa, in their tactics downtown and why they're dividing, there's a lot of dissension with them. That's why the Chop Chaz didn't work.
Yeah.
Because of egos and things like that. So that question's kind of a loaded question. It's not really a fair question. Sure, there's extreme groups in anything.
So there-
But
but there-
naming what you can have the most passive group, and that in your passive group because we're supposed to keep silent, and it might go. Say, he's an aggressor.
Yeah.
You know, we can't have him in our group anymore.
Yeah.
So, I think this happens. It's not just in Proud Boys, in our organization.
Yeah.
Sure, you have men. You can't take proud men and put them all in a room, just like with anything else. But the difference is, just like what you saw with Jack, was what we do was very similar to what we do in our fraternity.
I feel so
when we
stupid.
have problems with those, sometimes we fight it out. But what we do, we get up and we have a beer together.
Yeah.
It's over. We punch each other's lights out. We say, "Are you good? Are you cool?" And then we like men, like real men.
All right.
So that I guess that's probably the best example of a problem. What happened? You saw here, two opposing people that they were able to come up and say, "Hey, man,
You know,
I love you."
I feel
man."
so stupid. We're almost on the same side.
Yeah, I'm probably almost same age.
Yeah.
No, we're not that.
I'm 58.
Oh, okay.
I got everybody.
Oh, can I ask you
America makes you look young, no?
you quoted a handful of scriptures there. So
Proud Boys do the church has reached out, and a lot of churches are reaching out now because the church, because of what's going on with the COVID-19 and the shutting down of Oregon, churches seem to be singled out as not being able to gather or to have the courage.
Mattress
So
World.
there are churches that are reaching out to the Proud Boys
Mattress
to
World.
say, if we have an outdoor event,
Good
will you
idea.
come and just hang out with us? And we said, do you understand what we are? You know,
Okay.
we really, when we see disruptions, we try to handle and de-escalate those things, and it can cause. But they said, no, you are God's anointed warrior. We understand your purpose. We understand that there is a purpose. Yes, there are many, 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 many men. Most of the men in our fraternity, as a whole, we bend our knee.
So,
Not to Caesar, not to anything. We believe in a creator. Most.
Okay.
We do have people that are pagan. We do have people that believe that are totally anti-God. But as probably a large percentage of those are faith-based, I guess
Alright.
you would say. That that.
well, you sounded like you were a Christian yourself.
Yes, I do believe in Jesus Christ.
What kind of sect of Christianity do you
What
put
kind of
yourself
sect?
into? Yeah.
I think what would you call one of those? A born-again guy, you know, a guy that just believes that Jesus Christ is exactly who he said he was.
So like a non-denominational Protestant?
I would say, you know,
Yeah.
I do have some charismatic gifts.
Okay.
You know, that's why we're interviewing with each other.
Yeah.
You know, it draws attention. So I think that would be part of it. I believe that from the beginning to the maps, the Bible is the inerrant word of God. I believe that those that founded this country had a lot of them, not all. Just like what you were talking about.
Okay.
Not, you know, our founding fathers. Not everybody was a believer. You know, not everybody just were on the same page with that.
Yeah.
So we're saying we have that same spirit, that 1776 spirit. So yes, do I believe that there's a creator God? Do I believe in that God, that he was who my Savior is? Who I Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is my Savior. It's undeniable.
All right.
But for me, I can't speak as a whole to the Proud Boys.
Okay.
I can only speak for my own personal relationship with God.
All right.
You know?
So I got one last question for you. I see you guys got kind of a uniform on, the bandanas, the glasses, the shirts and stuff. It says Portland Proud Boys. Is that your local group, or is that an organized chapter throughout the state of Oregon?
No, each individual chapter, each individual area. We are all over the world, actually, but we have a chapter in every state in the United States.
All right.
You can get us through proudboyusa.com. Follow the links if you want to find a local chapter to get involved with the Proud Boys, or you're interested.
All right.
You'll get contacted through that. If you just follow the links, we're not going to help you out. One of the things about being a Proud Boy, you got to have a little bit of ingenuity. And so, yeah, you see a uniform. We do a uniform because we want to identify ourselves. We want to be known. It's nothing to scare or cause issues with it. It's just like any other uniform, wearing a flag, you're wearing a band, you know,
Yep.
to recognize you as a patriot, whatever. So we can keep track of each other because of the reputation that the Proud Boys have and stuff like that. It's good that we can know who is who. Everybody tries to identify themselves in one way or another. You know, we are just a small part of a big thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right. Well, thank you, Flip Todd. Thanks for the interview,
You're
man.
welcome.
I appreciate you.
Left-handed
Yeah,
shake.
left-handed, like this.
All
All right, man. I thank you for hearing it from the horse's mouth, so I get to hear what you're about. You know.
One part of the horse's mouth.
Yep.
You know, maybe the little. You ever seen a horse's mouth where they just flap? Like,
Yep.
The horse talking to Ed. It was an old show
Yep.
back.
I love that show.
Yeah, the talking horse. I'm just that whisker.
All right.
That's all I am with the Proud. I'm just the whisker of the talking horse.
Okay. Well, thank you for the interview. I appreciate
You're welcome,
it.
man.
You have a good.
Uhuru.
All right. So I'm gonna see if that guy is still here. Honestly, you guys, I think he might have, that man that got handled and taken out of the crowd. I think he was having heat stroke or a sugar incident. He said he had been drinking a little bit, and he was pretty red, and he seemed pretty confused when I was talking to him. So I don't see him anymore here, but I'm gonna go look for him and see if I can give him a water. I was a little concerned for him because you guys were watching when I was interviewing him. He was a little incoherent. Not to be rude to him or anything, but seemed like he might have been having a medical situation. So for you guys check in here real quick, we are in Oregon City at a Patriot rally, a Back to Blue rally, kind of a pro-cop, pro-America kind of thing. There's probably about 50 to 70 people, maybe more here. Originally, I was told that Antifa was going to show up in numbers. They're not. There looks like there's a couple, about 5 or 6 townsfolks, teenager types that are here with their Black Lives Matter types signs. So what I was just talking to Flip Todd about, Flip Todd is a member of the Portland Proud Boys. That's what that flag you see over there, the PB with the, those are the Portland Proud Boys here. There was a gentleman here who was a little older, and he came up to the crowd, and I guess he agitated people. He was putting his hands on people. I think he had drinking a little bit, and he just got a little bit rowdy and was touching people, and people were trying to get him to stop, and it got kind of intense. Somebody grabbed him, put a chokehold on him. Somebody else grabbed his body, and they just kind of took him over to the shade and sat him down in the grass. He did fall, and then they helped him up, and they resolved the matter after that, and they were hanging out with each other after that. And he said that he had had a few drinks and that it was a misunderstanding. So that's what that happened. If you saw it on the other streams, I missed it because my phone overheated the minute that was getting ready to start. I don't know where my stream went out, but I was petting that dog over there, and then I looked down again to see if I was getting the confrontation, and the phone had turned off from overheating. So I go talk to a few people. Actually, I'm going to cross the street real quick and see if that gentleman is over there, because I'll make sure he's not standing in the sun without any water. So I'm sorry. I was in that really intense interview with Flip Todd from the Plowed Boys. So I did see a super chat come in. I believe it was from Steve Henderson. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that or saying the wrong word. But thank you for that $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. He said it was for safety equipment for me. Earlier today, I ran into the parking garage to see if anybody got shot. Cleared all the floors, made sure nobody was bleeding out. There was a couple shots fired at the event at the Justice Center today. I don't know. I can't confirm who did that. People on both sides are claiming the other side did it. I don't know who did it. I don't know who shot those. Those were live rounds that got shot from what I heard and what I talked to other people about. But we got Coley W with the 1999 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is awesome. I really appreciate that. I've been able to do some equipment upgrades recently. I'm going to start being able to do some more editing. I've got a mic coming and a gimbal coming, so the shots will be smoother and my audio will be better. Thank you so much for all those that are supporting me. So I'll do my plug real quick. For those of you who don't know me, I'm VillainPhoenix. I've been documenting the riots for more than 2 months, almost 3 months now. Started at the end of May. You are watching me on YouTube right now, VillainPhoenix. I have Twitter, that is @villain_Phoenix, @villain_Phoenix on Twitter. And I have a Facebook page, The Villain Report on Facebook, The Villain Report. If you guys want to help me out financially, I do have donation platforms on my description here, and I've been using that to finance my safety equipment and my electronic equipment, and using that for transport and other issues that come up for this. I have the descriptions of those links in the description of this video. So I have Cash App is $VillainPhoenix. That's the easiest. For me, at least, whatever's easy for you. Cash App, $VillainPhoenix. Got Venmo is @villain_Phoenix. Venmo is @villain_Phoenix. And then I have a PayPal that is thevillainreport@gmail.com. Thevillainreport@gmail.com for PayPal. And if you guys need to send me information or a file or something that's easier to do over email, you can use that email as well. Thevillainreport@gmail.com. Please like, share, and subscribe to my platforms. I am trying to keep documenting this stuff and trying to figure out how to do these things as safely as possible. You got the black conservative preacher back there interviewing the teenagers, the opposition type. So I'm gonna cross the street here and do a walkthrough over there, and then I'll come back over here where the shade is nice. It is very hot out here today. So they have a lot of support out here. This is the first time I've gotten to come to the Oregon City rallies. But they have been getting a lot of attention. Usually around 50 to 100 people or more come out to these in Oregon City. Very conservative area. Carol Johnson with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. She says, thanks, VP. So I'm going to cross the street here now. So I do have the right of way. I got Anita, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. She says, thank you for providing journalism. We aren't getting it from the mainstream media. Thank you. Hey guys, how you doing? Good, how are you? Pretty good. Then Coley. Pretty good. Hey, saw you earlier today. Back out, huh? Yes. This gentleman was outside getting accosted by some people at the event at the Justice Center earlier, so.
Yeah, so I heard nobody got injured.
Yeah, as far as I know, nobody got injured. Shots were fired in the parking garage. Yeah. I'm gonna come right back for you, man. I'm looking for that old man that. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect the older man. They got
that guy earlier. Right?
Yeah, did he already go home?
I don't know.
I think he might have been having heat stroke or something. I want to try to get him some water. But I'll be back in just a minute, man.
Right, thanks, brother.
Hey, look at that pupper dog.
I'm an epileptic and a felon in California.
He's an epileptic and a felon in California. That's a weird combo. I don't know if you heard that when I was walking by. So I think that guy might have left. Hello. How you guys doing? People are still suspicious of me, even with the American flag gator on. It's reasonable. Everybody's tense. But I don't see him. How you doing, man? I don't see him. I think he went home. Yeah, I think that gentleman went home, so I'm gonna stop looking for him. So, hey guys, how you doing? Hey, back to blue. Hello. God bless America. So, see. All right, so that guy's definitely gone. He must have went home. I'm gonna go see if I can get some interesting interviews without my phone overheating. Scott Henderson, man, you are an awesome guy. Thank you so much for the donations. He sends a $20 super chat.